My dear brothers and sisters, today I stand before you not as a man without scars, but as a witness to the power of faith, as a living testament to the indestructible force of love and to the unbreakable spirit of the human soul. I say to you today, love yourself. Love yourself when the world tries to break you. Love yourself when the voices of doubt howl against your dreams. Love yourself when the night is long and the light is nowhere in sight. For the love you cultivate inside your own heart will become the shield you wear before the storms of life. I say to you, respect yourself. Walk tall, walk proud, for you are a child of the living God, born not for despair, but for destiny. You were not created to cower in the shadows of others' opinions. You were created to stand boldly in the light of your own truth. Know your worth and demand the world treat you as precious because you are. I say to you, hold your dignity high. Do not let the cruel words of others tarnish your crown. Do not let the losses of today make you forget the victories of tomorrow. You are more than your failures. You are greater than your fears. You are the hope that refuses to bow down. You are the dream that refuses to die, even when the mountains seem too steep, even when the valleys are dark and the road is rough, even when loneliness whispers, give up. You must shout back with the voice of a lion, I will not bow. For no man, no storm, no shadow can strip away the divinity that dwells within you. Have faith, my brothers and sisters. Have faith when the money runs low. Have faith when the opportunities dry up. Have faith when the doors slam shut in your face. For every closed door is but a test, and every trial is but a refining fire, and every setback is but a setup for a comeback. Hope is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Faith is not a dream, it is a weapon. Love is not weakness, it is the greatest power this world has ever seen. And if you cannot find the path, if the way forward seems hidden behind walls of doubt and despair, then make a path. Chisel it with your courage. Pave it with your patience. Light it with your faith. You were not made to wander lost forever. You were made to rise. You were made to endure. You were made to overcome. And so I say to you today, love yourself fiercely. Respect yourself fully. Carry your dignity like a torch through the midnight hour. And no matter the hardship, no matter the heartbreak, no matter the storm, never, never, never lay down your hope. For the night may be long, but the morning is coming. And when that sun rises, let it rise on a new generation of men and women who know their worth, who walk in their strength, who live in their hope, and who love without fear. And if you say to me today, Dr. King, how do you know these things? I say to you, because I have lived them. I have seen the cold steel bars of Birmingham jail. I have felt the heavy chains of injustice clamp around my wrists. I have heard the jeering crowds, the death threats whispered in the night, and the bombs that shattered the windows of my own home. I have walked through valleys of fear. I have marched down streets lined with hatred. I have stood in courtrooms where justice seemed like a far-off dream. I have stood at podiums knowing there was a rifle aimed at my heart. But through it all, I held my head high. Through it all, I kept the torch of hope burning. Through it all, I clung to the truth that no man can make you feel inferior without your consent. When they jailed me in Birmingham for marching without a permit, I did not curse them. I did not raise my fists in violence. I wrote words of hope, words that echo even now. I wrote that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. When our little children were blasted by bombs in Birmingham's 16th Street Baptist Church, our hearts broke. Oh, how our hearts broke. But even through the tears, even through the pain, we refused to answer hatred with hatred. We stood up with love. We marched with dignity. We let the world see the power of the human spirit can outshine even the darkest cruelty. When I stood in Washington before the marble gaze of Lincoln and dared to speak of a dream, it was not a fantasy. It was not a politician's promise. It was a promise of the people, born from the fires of Selma, forged in the prayers of Montgomery, built on the hopes of the countless forgotten and unseen. And today I say to you, if you feel lost, if you feel broken, if the world has turned a blind eye to your struggle, Look back at what has already been overcome. Look back and know that if we could stand tall when dogs and fire hoses and jail cells came for us, then you can stand tall today. You have inside you the same blood, the same fire, the same sacred dignity. You are heirs to a legacy of overcomers. You are descendants of dreamers. You are the living hope of all who refuse to give up. So do not let your trials define you. Let your response to the trial define you. Let your hardships carve courage in your heart. Let your setbacks sow the seeds of your success. For I tell you today, the promised land is not found in anger. The promised land is not built by hatred. The promised land is reached by those who walk with faith, who climb with love, and who stand even when standing hurts. And so I leave you with this. Walk proud, my brothers and sisters. Stand tall, my warriors of hope. Fight not with fists of rage, but with the weapons of dignity, discipline, and dreams. The night will fall, but the morning will break. The road may be long, but the victory is sure. The world may tremble, but your spirit must never bend. And when the history books are written, when the songs of tomorrow are sung, let it be said that you, the sons and daughters of struggle, refuse to bow, refuse to break, and refuse to let go of the light. God bless you. God bless your struggle. And God bless the everlasting march toward freedom.